Today we start new series about Prophet bless upon him life. So start with first human being Adam alayhi salam. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a time when the world was completely silent. No footsteps, no voices, no cities, no history, no human memory. There was only the earth, the sky, and the will of Allah. Before any of us were born, before our parents, before the first home was built, Allah planned the story of humanity. And that story began with one man, Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. He was not born from a mother. He did not grow as a child. He was created directly by Allah with purpose, dignity, and honor. Allah announced to the angels that he was going to place a representative on earth, a being who would live, think, choose, and be responsible. The angels asked with humility, "Would you place someone who may cause harm and bloodshed?" Allah answered with words that carried wisdom beyond understanding. "I know what you do not know. From the very beginning, human life was not an accident. It was a decision, a responsibility, a trust. Allah did not create Adam alayhi salam without meaning. He created him with intention, with a role, with a future that would shape every generation to come. This is not just a story from the past. This is the beginning of who we are, why we struggle, why we fall, and why we return to Allah again and again." Adam alayhi salam represents the first moment of human awareness, the moment when a soul was placed into a body, the moment when responsibility entered creation. He was created with strength and weakness, with intelligence and emotion, with the ability to obey, and the ability to forget. And that is why his story feels so close to our hearts, because it mirrors our own lives. When Adam alayhi salam came into existence, the universe witnessed something it had never seen before, a creation that could learn, that could name, that could reason, that could love. He was honored in a way no other creation was, not because of power, not because of wealth, but because of knowledge and obedience. This introduction is not meant to glorify humans blindly. It is meant to remind us where our dignity comes from and where our danger begins. Adam alayhi salam was honored, but pride destroyed Iblis. Adam alayhi salam siripit, but humility saved him from the very first human. Allah showed us two paths, one of arrogance and one of repentance. Every human since then walks between these two paths. This is why the story of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam is not distant. It is alive. It is present. It is happening inside every heart today. When we make mistakes, we are reminded of Adam alayhi salam. When we feel regret, we are reminded of Adam alayhi salam. When we turn back to Allah, we are following the footsteps of Adam alayhi salam. This is not just history. This is identity. Before laws, before nations, before languages, there was submission to Allah. And that submission began with Adam alayhi salam. In the next part, the story will move to the moment of his creation. From earth and clay, from silence to life. Creation of Adam alayhi salam. Before there was breath, before there was movement, there was clay resting on the earth. Allah chose the earth itself as the beginning of human life. From different parts of the land, soft and firm, light and dark, dry and smooth, Allah took clay and shaped it with his command. This was not an ordinary form. This was the body that would carry his soul, the body that would bow in prayer, the body that would feel hunger, pain, love, and hope. Allah formed Adam alayhi salam with care. Every feature was placed with wisdom, the hands that would work, the eyes that would see signs, the heart that would remember Allah, the tongue that would speak truth. For a time known only to Allah, the body of Adam alayhi salam remained without life, still and silent. The angels passed by and looked at this new creation. They did not question Allah, but they wondered about this form that looked different from everything else. Iblis also saw Adam alayhi salam. He walked around the lifeless body. He saw clay. He saw stillness. And pride quietly entered his heart. Then came the moment that changed everything. Allah breathed into Adam alayhi salam a soul created by Allah, pure and honored. Suddenly the silent form moved. Adam alayhi salam opened his eyes. He took his first breath. Life began. That first breath was not random. It was the beginning of human awareness, the beginning of responsibility, the beginning of the journey toward Allah. As the soul settled within him, Adam alayhi salam felt awareness rise. He felt the need to praise Allah, and by Allah's permission, his first words were gratitude. From the very first moment, Adam alayhi salam recognized his creator. Allah then honored Adam alayhi salam with something unique. Knowledge. Allah taught him the names and meanings of things. Knowledge that went beyond words. Understanding. Awareness. Purpose. The angels were gathered. Allah asked them to name what Adam alayhi salam had been taught. They replied with humility. They knew only what Allah had taught them. Then Adam alayhi salam spoke. He named what Allah had taught him, and the angels realized the wisdom behind his creation. This was not about superiority. It was about responsibility. Allah showed the angels that Adam alayhi salam carried knowledge, and knowledge would guide humanity, or destroy it, depending on how it was used. Then Allah commanded the angels to bow to Adam alayhi salam, not in worship, but in honor, in recognition of the knowledge Allah had given him. Every angel obeyed without hesitation. They bowed in complete submission to Allah's command. All except one. Iblis stood still. Pride had already taken hold of his heart. He looked at Adam alayhi salam and saw only clay. He looked at himself and saw fire. And he believed fire was better. In that moment, Iblis chose arrogance over obedience, and that choice separated him from Allah's mercy. Adam alayhi salam had not spoken yet. He had not acted yet, but his existence alone became a test that revealed humility in the angels and arrogance in Iblis. Adam alayhi salam stood at the center of this moment, honored, yet unaware of the trials ahead. He was created pure, without sin, without experience, ready to learn. This was the beginning of the human story, not with violence, not with chaos, but with creation, knowledge, and a choice between humility and pride. In the next part, the story will move into life in Jannah, the peace, the gift, and the first test that would shape all of humanity. Part 3, Life in Jannah and the First Test. After Adam alayhi salam was created and honored, Allah placed him in Jannah, a place beyond human imagination, a place of peace where there was no fear, no hunger, no pain. In Jannah, Adam alayhi salam did not feel loneliness. Allah created Hawa alayha salam as his companion, so that comfort, love, and mercy could exist between them. They were not created to struggle there. They were created to live with ease and gratitude. Everything in Jannah was open to them. They could eat from wherever they wished, move freely, live without worry. There was only one instruction from Allah, one boundary, one test. They were told not to go near a specific tree. This command was not heavy. It was simple, and it was clear. At that time, Adam alayhi salam and Hawa alayha salam did not know hunger. They did not know greed. They did not know deception. But Iblis remembered his promise to mislead Adam alayhi salam and his children. He did not approach them with force. He came with whispers, slow, soft, deceptive. He made what was forbidden seem harmless. He made what was temporary seem permanent. He planted doubt gently. He suggested that eating from the tree would bring them closer to something better, something lasting. Adam alayhi salam did not intend to disobey Allah. Hawa alayha salam did not plan rebellion. They forgot, and in that moment of forgetfulness, they made a mistake. As soon as they realized what had happened, their hearts felt heavy. Their comfort in Jannah changed into awareness. They understood they had crossed a boundary set by Allah. There was no blaming, no excuses, no pride. Adam alayhi salam did not blame Hawa alayhi salam, and Hawa alayhi salam did not blame Adam alayhi salam. Instead, they turned toward Allah together. Allah taught Adam alayhi salam words of repentance, words filled with humility and truth. They admitted their mistake. They acknowledged their weakness. They asked for forgiveness, and Allah accepted their repentance. This moment is one of the most important lessons for humanity. The first human made a mistake, but he did not persist in it. He returned immediately to Allah. Allah's mercy was shown from the very beginning of human history. After this, Allah informed Adam alayhi salam and Hawa alayha salam that they would be sent to earth. This was not a curse. This was not rejection. It was a new chapter. Earth would be a place of effort, a place of learning, a place of tests. On earth, they would face hardship and ease, failure and success, distance and closeness to Allah. Allah promiset guidanje. He promised that whenever guidance came, those who followed it would not be lost. Adam alayhi salam understood that life would now be different, but he also understood something deeper. Allah had forgiven him, and forgiveness brought hope. As Adam alayhi salam prepared to leave Jannah, he carried with him two things: repentance in his heart and trust in Allah's mercy. This was the first human lesson. We may fall, but the door of Allah is never closed. In the next part, the story will move to life on earth, the struggle, the responsibility, and Adam alayhi salam as the first prophet guiding his children. Part 4, life on earth, and Adam alayhi salam as the first prophet. When Adam alayhi salam and Hawa alayhi salam came down to earth, everything was different. There were no gardens like Jannah, no effortless comfort, no complete peace. There was land to walk on, weather to endure, and life to build from nothing. For the first time, Adam alayhi salam felt hunger. He felt tiredness. He felt the weight of responsibility. But he also felt something powerful: purpose. Allah did not leave Adam alayhi salam without guidance. He chose him as the first prophet, a messenger to his own children. Adam alayhi salam learned how to live on earth. He learned to work with his hands, to plant, to build, to earn with effort. Every drop of sweat reminded him of Jannah, and every hardship reminded him to turn back to Allah. Adam alayhi salam taught his children that Allah is one, that only Allah deserves worship, that Shaitan is an enemy, and that obedience brings peace. He taught them how to pray, how to ask forgiveness, how to live with honesty and patience. Adam alayhi salam did not rule like a king. He lived like a servant of Allah. He guided with love. He corrected with wisdom, and he warned with care. As his family grew, human life spread across the earth. Different personalities, different strengths, different struggles. And with growth came tests. Some listened, some forgot. Adam alayhi salam felt happiness when his children obeyed Allah, and deep sadness when they turned away. He experienced the pain of loss, the pain of seeing conflict among his own children. Through all of this, he remained patient. He continued to advise. He continued to pray. He reminded them that this world was temporary, and that their return would be to Allah. Adam alayhi salam lived a long life filled with worship, work, and guidance. He passed on knowledge from generation to generation, so that the truth would not be forgotten. When the time came for Adam alayhi salam to leave this world, he left behind more than children. He left behind a path of repentance, a path of humility, a path of returning to Allah after every mistake. This is why Adam alayhi salam is not just the first human. He is the father of humanity and the first teacher of the human heart. His story teaches us that honor comes from obedience, that mistakes do not end our relationship with Allah, and that guidance is always within reach. From Adam alayhi salam came nations, languages, and generations, but the message remained one: worship Allah alone, follow His guidance, and never lose hope in His mercy. This is the true story of the beginning of humanity. Final part, the lasting message of Adam alayhi salam. As the years passed on earth, Adam alayhi salam watched humanity take its first steps. He saw children grow into adults. He saw families form. He saw love, kindness, jealousy, patience, and fear appear in human hearts. He understood something deeply. Human life was never meant to be easy. It was meant to be meaningful. Every sunrise reminded him of Allah power. Every sunset reminded him of return. Adam alayhi salam lived with awareness. He knew that earth was not a replacement for Jannah. It was a journey toward it. He often remembered the peace of Jannah, not with regret, but with hope, because he knew Allah's promise is true. Adam alayhi salam continued to teach his children that this life would test them. Some will be tested with hardship, some with ease, some with loss, some with abundance. He warned them that Shaitan would never stop whispering, that pride would destroy hearts, and that forgetting Allah would darken the soul. But he also reminded them that no matter how far a person falls, the door of repentance remains open. This was the greatest lesson Adam alayhi salam left behind. He taught that humans are not angels. They will make mistakes. They will forget. They will feel weak. But weakness does not mean rejection. It means the chance to return. Adam alayhi salam often turned to Allah in prayer, not only for himself, but for all of his children, for those who were alive, and for those yet to come. He asked Allah to guide them, to protect them from arrogance, to soften their hearts, and to forgive them when they returned with sincerity. Adam alayhi salam knew that every human would carry his story within them, the fall, the regret, the return, and he accepted this as part of Allah's wisdom. When the time came for Adam alayhi salam to leave this world, he did not leave with fear. He left with trust. Trust that Allah's mercy is greater than human weakness. Trust that guidance would continue through future prophets. Trust that truth would never disappear. His life came to an end, but his message did not. It moved through generations, from parent to child, from heart to heart. Every prophet after him carried the same message. Worship Allah alone, follow His guidance, stay away from pride, and never lose hope. The story of Adam alayhi salam does not belong to the past. It lives in every human moment. When you feel the weight of a mistake, that is the echo of Adam alayhi salam regret. When you feel tears during repentance, that is the path Adam alayhi salam walked. When you choose humility over pride, you are choosing the path Adam alayhi salam taught. This is why his story matters. It reminds us that honor does not come from perfection. It comes from returning to Allah. It reminds us that Shaitan did not fall because of a mistake. He fell because he refused to admit it. And Adam alayhi salam rose because he bowed his heart before Allah. This difference defines the fate of every soul. Adam alayhi salam teaches us that life is not about never falling. It is about never turning away from Allah, no matter how broken a person feels, no matter how distant they believe they are. Allah's mercy is closer than their own breath. This is the legacy of the first human. the first prophet, the first servant of Allah. And now, the story turns toward you, because every human is walking the same path, between temptation and guidance, between pride and humility, between forgetting and remembering. The ending has not been written yet. Every prayer, every choice, every return to Allah. Writes the next line. The story that began with Adam alayhi salam is still continuing, and the final ending will belong to those who return to Allah, just as Adam alayhi salam did. That is the real beginning, and that is the true ending.